On green, they go in Val di Sole. Trentino Thomas Litcher in the black jersey, really strong on the line, as is Christopher Blevins in the red of Specialized Factory Racing. But it's Luca Martin from Cannondale Factory Racing who leads the way.
The traffic, and then you're off and running, and we come up into the woods. This is the first opening climb. Then we're into the really technical wooded section. Lots of ups and downs, and you really want to be in a good position coming in now. But it's Blevins leading it out. Ililo, Koretsky, Martin.
Colombo to the front, the man who was 6th at round 1, 6th last time out in Leogang on a very different course and very different conditions, is putting the hurt on the Specialized boys here.
But you see the gaps already.
This is exactly what we saw in the Elite Women's race.
But it's going to be a long race, it's going to be a hot race, so it's one you need to respect. And I just thought this front group, everyone would just chill a little bit, regroup, get a drink, and then start fighting again.
Look at Colombo go up through there on the number 12.
Yeah, this is putting down the watts now. The gap's appearing. You see Blevins struggling to hold the wheel to Martin. A gap appearing behind Brido.
Colombo attacking this one.
The gap's just spreading out. It's now 10 seconds back to Aldridge in 5th.
3 seconds back to Martin. There's Brido.
But I think most of the guys in the field wouldn't have expected this pace so early.
No. Colombo out front, but Martin under pressure now from Luca Brido. 174 beats per minute for Martin into the red zone already, back into the flicking between the zone 4 and zone 5 on lap 2 out of 8. Think of that graphic, as we always say, as a fuel tank.
Just there, we just saw Aldridge going past Luca Martin, so the Brit now up to 3rd place.
Troy Aldridge on the move then. But the man on the attack out front remains Filippo Colombo. 6 seconds of distance now between him and Luca Brido. Filippo Colombo being joined at the front of this race by Luca Brido. Now 2 seconds is the gap. It was 6, but Colombo checks over the shoulder, sees the big Italian behind him. Out front, it's Brido, Colombo, Aldridge and Martin. Villiers Vittoria, Scott Schramm.
It's Mattis Cesaro now. Gone past Blevins, and
the day could be
Julian Shelby's with him.
Any day could be a day for Matisse Cesaro, but hot track, technical track, might just be one for the big Frenchman.
Yeah, he's coming through at speed, and be interested to see if this front group of, 2 end up being a group of 4. We see Mattis Cesaro and Julian Shelb as well, back to 9 seconds now, so they're coming back. And then behind them, Fabio Puntada and Martin Vidari as well, coming through. So he's the best Specialized place rider at the moment.
Colombo charging away at the front. This next group, though, has caught up with them. I think there was just a pause in hostilities there for bottles and gels at the start of this lap, and it's brought Azaro, Shelb back into contention. Puntner slightly further back off them. Vidari in 8th, 22 seconds back, and he's with Fabio Puntner, so
good wheel to follow, and
not a bad. And we know that Puntner is one of those riders who will arrive at the front of the race really late in the day.
Vidari doing a really smart race so far. Sometimes he can always maybe start too fast and a bit emotional linked into the race. Today he's doing a really cool race, respecting it, good lap times.
At this front of the race now, Martin leading away from Colombo. Puntner, though, not for the first time in 2025, opted not to go into the tech feed zone and instead attacking and closing the gap on those in front of him by doing so. 5th place for the man in the blue helmet and the white jersey. Now look right in amongst them. We did say these two would arrive back at the front, and here comes Fabio Puntner.
And dragged Martin Vidari with him.
Puntner now leads.
Wow.
Just as we saw in Arasha, Puntner using the option of not heading into the tech feed zone as a springboard for an attack that's put him back out in front. He's brought Azzaro with him, he's brought Vidari with him. All of a sudden, this is a very, very different bike race, Ollie.
The speed of Brido up the outside.
Brido knows as well. He knows this is what he needs. He needs to get back into contention here. Luca Brido, the man, the Italian national champion's jersey in fourth wheel now, as we see Colombo swing out to overtake Puntener to re-establish himself back at the front now. So Puntener has joined the party late, but he's brought plenty of reserves of energy with him. There's Matisse Azzaro now in the orange jersey of Origine.
Now we've got this front group, like I said, the only one that's won a World Cup in the past, Luca Brido, XCO World Cup, Luca Brido in the past.
Yeah, are we about to see another maiden winner here today? Azzaro, the man in front at the minute, would dearly, dearly love to take a win for that new Origine squad, masterminded by Maxime Marot.
And Martin Vidari as well, who specialised, almost been playing kind of third fiddle in that team to Koretsky and Blevins. They've been winning all the races. He's been doing a great job, but kind of under the radar a little bit.
Azzaro, though, by himself in our shot all of a sudden. Is this an attack from Matisse Azzaro now on lap 5 out of 8 here in Val di Sole, Trentino? The 5th round of the UCI Cross Country Olympic World Cup in 2025. Now led by the Frenchman. This attack of Azzaro is hurting all those around him. He currently leads by 6 seconds from Luca Brido.
But Puntener and Vidari, they've got a really good little pairing at the moment, quite even on the bike, and they came through, and as soon as they hit this front group, that's when Azzaro then attacked, and this will be a fast lap.
15 seconds back off the lead. Puntener is 16 seconds now in third place behind this man, the race leader, Matisse Azzaro.
We see Luca Brido just coming through the feed as well.
Azzaro, Brido, Puntener, Vidari, the top 4, covered by 12 seconds. The gap's coming down. He was 4th last time out in Leogang, Matisse Azzaro. So the form has been there. He was 2nd in Nova Mesto Namarave.
A rider on the move. Keep an eye on Martin Vidari now.
He was 2nd in St. Anne in that absolutely fantastic performance at the UCI World Cup Finals last season, the rider on your screen now. So look at Vidari, though, on the move here at the Specialized Factory Racing Star. And we talk about the strength and depth that that squad has. Whenever Blevins is having an off day, Koretsky's having an off day, you still have a Vidari in there. I don't know, Brido not looking that punchy here on lap 6 out of 8.
I think Brido's holding station, but I think it's Azzaro who's just increasing the gap. He's going faster, and you see Vidari coming back as well, and just coming into picture there. Luca Brido on the hardest climb.
Vidari moving to the front of this race as we look at it. Right in front of our very eyes, Vidari heading towards the front for Specialized Factory Racing. Puntener fighting to stay in touch here, but it's Martin Vidari, the Chilean, is on the move here. Pulls across that road gap to the moon. And this is why this young man is generating so many fans around the world. He's not only a really big character off the bike, but he rides it.
Vidari closing the gap now. Was 12, now 10.
Vidari on the move. It looks like Brido has managed to hitch his caravan to the back of that Specialized. 13 seconds to Vidari now, who is gapping away from Luca Brido. "13 seconds now, coming in."
Yeah, Vidari riding smooth. Vidari's coming back, and
look at it, look at the gap. This is an absolute slugfest here in Val di Sole, Trentino, between Matisse Azzaro and Martin Vidari.
With the speed.
Look at Vidari, and poker-faced as well. Vidari looking really, really strong here today. This is going to be an absolutely unbelievable final lap here in Val di Sole, Trentino, when we get to it.
Oh, Vidare using every inch of the track.
He's got a whiff of it, you know. 6 seconds now. 6 seconds on the board. He's coming back, just sits down, knows that the catch is basically on.
But you see high cadence, upper body, good core strength. That's a rider that's not on the edge yet.
Right, swap places then. If you're Martin Vidare, how do you now play this as he arrives at the front of the race? Is he going to go straight past Azaro?
Straight past.
Straight past?
Yeah, 100%. He knows he's got the momentum.
And he knows the psychological boost that would give him as well. It would break Matisse Azaro, I think. Here we go. Is this going to be the lead of the race changing? Martin Vidare straight on the back wheel of Matisse Azaro. These two going bar to bar here in Val di Sole. Trentino behind him. Luca Braido starting to look like a spent force in terms of what he can do to get back towards the front, but Azaro's not done yet. Kicks again.
I think if you're Vidare, you'd like to just get past.
He wants to
have the lead going into the descent.
I think he wants ahead of him onto the descent, and he does so. Martin Vidare now leads the race here in Val di Sole, Trentino. Vidare leads in Italy.
Put the pressure on straight away.
Can Azaro live with the pace of this man? Oh, like he's been dropped off the roof of a block of flats. Martin Vidare pressing send here in Val di Sole, Trentino. Look at the gap starting to form already. Azaro's a great descender. Vidare's one of the best ever. Watch him go.
That's one way to hit the front of a World Cup.
Basically scrubs off the end of that bridge. 37.9, 40 kilometres an hour on a cross-country bike through dust on the way down this descent. Look at the gap already.
Azaro's not on the wheel.
Azaro needed to keep him honest the whole way down there, and now Vidare can hit the pedals and start to accelerate. Azaro second, now by 6 seconds. Vidare's applying the pressure. To my eyes, that looks like a lot more than 6 seconds already. Vidare continuing to attack.
You just see the momentum and the speed, and a telling sign is that stability in upper body and that core strength when you're throwing it through the rocks, and there's nothing in Vidare that says he's on the edge. You've just got to keep it smooth, got to keep the air in the tyres, keep on line. It's 15 seconds now back to Azaro. Just grabbing seconds here and there.
Look at him, Ollie. This is absolutely superb from Vidare. It's taken a couple of seasons.
But look, it's so fast, so smooth, good cadence, and this is lap 8 of 8.
He won the UCI Under-23 World Champs here in 2021. But this is going to be the biggest victory of this man's career to date.
It's not just any race course. It's one of the historic race courses. It's one of the toughest race courses as well.
On one of the toughest days in terms of conditions. Specialised factory racing starting the celebrations already. 29 seconds the gap behind him to Matisse Azaro. That's all but irrelevant now. Here he comes. Martin Vidare celebrates with the team and heads for home. This is the dawning of a new age of cross-country racing. Chile has a new hero. Vidare victorious in Val di Sole. What a result from Martin Vidare. And for the first time today in the booth, take your hat off. Chapeau to Matisse Azaro. These two set to do battle for years to come. And another top 3 for Fabio Puntiner.